Lost Ark has 2 new upcoming classes available in April and then May, as well as some other content that they've recently revealed in their roadmap, so here we're going to round it all up for you guys so you know what to expect and the 2 new classes that are coming very soon. So if you do enjoy these videos, make sure to drop a like and subscribe down below. I'm of course Paradise, so let's jump into it. The first of the 2 new classes being added in is the Lance Master from the Russian and Korean servers, but it's no longer called the Lance Master in the EU NA version. It will instead be called the Glavier or the Glavier, which has sparked some interest within the community, saying that they don't like the name and they would perhaps prefer the Glaive Master. So let me know what you think of the name down below. Would you prefer Glavier or Glaive Master or something else? Either way, this is going to be a new martial artist advanced class for the female martial artist and is coming sometime in April. People are estimating maybe it's going to be this week on April 14th, as the new events will end on that date, so potentially the new class could come with that patch, but we'll have to wait and see. This new class will be slicing and dicing their way through the battlefield with both spear and glaive, using 2 different distinct skill sets which can be switched between both focus and flurry. They're basically stances and they represent one of the 2 weapons, the spear and the glaive. The shorter spear is used to unleash a furious barrage in the flurry stance, while the longer glaive uses the focus stance, and this is where your lethal strikes and sweeping attacks come from, and this is basically where you're going to be spending your time while you're DPSing. If you do plan to play this new class, it's worth knowing that it is supposed to be somewhat easier to manage than other classes, and is also very good for most of the content. It has the capability to be built very high for crit chance. It has a really good self-buff awakening skill that further boosts its stats and its crit chance, and overall it's meant to be able to put out a good amount of damage, and also has very good impairment, stagger and destruction skills and abilities. And on top of all of that, it obviously looks fantastic and fun to play. This is one that I was really excited to play before it released for us. Obviously it didn't come in the launch version, so I'm definitely excited to play this class as well. Let me know what you think of the Glavier down in the comments below. But if martial artists aren't for you, don't worry, because in May, the new warrior advanced class, the Destroyer, will be coming out. I know a lot of people have been excited for this one. It's the hammer-wielding Destroyer, armed with a variety of skills centered around charging into the heart of the fray with their hammer attacks that cause devastating, catastrophic, gravity-bending attacks. You can slow enemies, launch them, pull them, big AoEs, tanky. The Destroyer is definitely a very cool one. If the Berserker or the Paladin just didn't really click with you, the Destroyer might be the one that does, and I know that HyperX himself has been very excited to play Destroyer. This is the one that he wanted to play on launch, so he's finally going to get his wish in May. Let us know down in the comments if you plan to play the Destroyer class, or if you're more a Glavier person like myself. There are of course more classes that we haven't quite got yet in our version of Lost Ark, and there are some really nice looking ones like the Scouter or the Artist or the Reaper, so hopefully we'll be able to hear more about them soon and when we will get them in our version of Lost Ark. In the new roadmap, we also got news on the new continent, which is going to be South Vern. The settlers of South Vern borrowed technology from many different races to turn this once barren land into a place of abundant waters and green pastures. This is going to be a new area that will basically join Punica as the second tier 3 continent. It will require an item level of 1340 to begin, but it is nice to have a new area of tier 3 content for players to do. They've also said that in the coming weeks there will be more release specifics, such as login rewards, in-game events, skins, store updates, and a Phaeton Power Pass that will provide the item level 960 gear to level up your new Glavier. Overall, they've also added improved co-op party play for secret maps, meaning that all 4 members can submit a map to get rewards in one run, as well as your chat settings being shared across your roster, and an improved book of coordination settings that can use skill presets, tripod levels, skill runes, gems, item set effects, and more. In addition to these things, they're also going to add in Trial Guardian Raids, a new weekly activity for players who are looking for a challenge. Each week, players can attempt to defeat 3 Trial Guardians, and every Guardian will have their own required item level to enter, and each week one Guardian will rotate out and be replaced by a different one. These differ from normal Guardian raids because the Trial Guardian raids will apply a scale of harmony so that your character's item level will adjust appropriately to that Guardian. Do remember this is a once per roster per week activity, and it does offer more diverse rewards than normal Guardian raids. In addition to all of these things, they also have tentative release activities such as the new Guardian raid Descalada, at least I think that's how you say the name of it. This is going to be a particularly tough one, requiring a high item level to even enter at 1415, so this is definitely a high-end Guardian raid. If you do plan to do this one, you will have to have your item level absolutely juiced. And speaking of juiced item level, if you are already at 1415, then the new Legion raid, the first of its kind, will also tentatively be coming in May. It's Volton, it has a normal and a hard mode. This is an 8-player Legion raid and introduces a whole swath of new mechanics and bosses, so it's definitely something exciting if you are that super high item level doing that endgame content. This is something to be excited for. A new raid, a new Guardian, trial Guardians as weekly activities. It's a lot of stuff coming in April and May. Overall, with the 2 new classes and this new Fate and Power Pass to get you that 960 item level gear to just catch you up if you do plan to play either the Glavier or the Destroyer when it's added in May, and obviously Glavier added in April, there are some nice things being added here. Obviously the name of the Glavier was up for debate and there's been a bit of conversation about it, and it's interesting to hear what everyone has to say on it. If you could name the Lance Master something else, what would you name it? Let us know in the comments down below. Obviously click subscribe if you did enjoy this. We'll have more videos coming soon on the channel as well, and drop a like if you did enjoy the video. Thank you for watching everyone. I hope you're all staying safe, having a good day, and we'll see you next time.